Isn't it romantic merely to be young on such a night as this? Every note that's sung is like a lover's kiss. Isn't that romanticism? Aren't you just so romantic? These and other questions will be answered right after this. I'm Professor Jerome Arkenberg, and I've been teaching a wide variety of history courses at colleges across this country for the past 30 years. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the emergence of Romanticism, the movement, the goals and ideas of Romanticism, and how Romanticism tied in with nationalism and made the 19th century far bloodier than it otherwise would have been. At the end, I'll have the wrap-up quote on this video. But first, make sure to click like, share, and especially subscribe, and that little bell thingy, so I can continue to bring you more great videos just like this one. Beginning in the late 18th century, a profound philosophical and political intellectual revolt began against the ideologies, politics, and economics of the Enlightenment, which evolved during the French Revolution into further attacks on institutions and beliefs hitherto regarded as unassailable, which we call Romanticism. Romanticism emphasized the will at the expense of intellect, emotion against reason, violence and struggle against peace and pacifism. It aimed neither for peace nor quiet, but vigor and passion. It detested industrialization for its ugliness. It preferred not the useful, but the beautiful. It glorified medieval over modern, pastoral over industrial, rural over urban. I have learned to look on nature, not in the hour of thoughtless youth, but hearing oft-times the still, sad music of humanity, not harsh nor grating, though of ample power to chasten and subdue, and I have felt a presence that disturbs me with the joy of elevated thoughts. A sense sublime of something far more deeply, whose dwelling is the light of setting suns, and the round ocean, and the living air, and the blue sky, and in the mind of man, a motion and a spirit that impels all thinking things, all objects of all thought, and rolls through all things. Therefore am I still a lover of the meadows and the woods and the mountains, and of all that we behold from this green earth, of all the mighty world of eye and ear, both what they half create and what perceive, well pleased to recognize in nature and the language of the sense, the anchor of my purest thoughts, the nurse, the guide, the guardian of my heart and soul, of all my moral being. Wordsworth. The Romantics admired, even yearned for, the strange and exotic. In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree, where Elf, the sacred river, ran through caverns measureless to man, down to a sunless sea. Coleridge. The Romantics admired strong passions, no matter the kind, no matter the consequence. So hate, jealousy, envy, desire, despair, pride. The Isles of Greece, the Isles of Greece, where burning Sappho loved and sung, where grew the arts of war and peace, where Delos rose and Phoebus sprung. Eternal summer gilds them yet, but all, except their sun, is set. The heroic lay is tuneless now. The heroic bosom beats no more. Of the 300 grant but 3 to make anew Thermopylae. In native swords and native ranks, the only hope of courage dwells. My own the burning teardrop laves, to think such breast must suckle slaves. Place me on Sunian's marble steep, where nothing save the waves and I may hear our mutual murmurs sweep. There, swan-like, let me sing and die. Byron. The Romantics thus admired the man of violence and passion, the ultimate individual, refusing the bonds of conventional society, rising from the dust, destroyer of worlds, anarchic rebel like Napoleon. The classical spirit derives enjoyment from comparatively few things, for it requires inherent beauty, and except in producing a certain refinement of mind, seems to have no direct connection with the heart and life. But the romantic mind has a far freer range. Its feelings are awakened by everything. It sees associations everywhere. It finds scenes of its highest enjoyment, not only among forms of beauty, but in the wild and barren heath, in a solitary wood where the wind is howling, among tattered banners and moldering tombs, and even the most uncouth relics of the past. It invests with a borrowed charm names and titles and familiar spots. It connects man with his fathers by the bond of a real affection. Thomas Delaney Bernard, 1839. Let me know what you think of this quote in the comment section below. Also, what you liked about this video, and what other historical topics or subjects you'd like to see in future videos. Be sure to click like, share, especially subscribe, as it will help me bring you more great videos. And click on that little bell thingy, so you'll know when the next History Waits for No One video is posted. If you want to know more, there are recommended studies on this topic in the description below, along with other ways to connect with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the past.